Hi guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and today I'll be doing my top 5 least favourite moments in video games. Now, with video games they're meant to be fun, exciting and challenging, but within certain video games there will be moments in which you might find to be irritating or frustrating or really just hard to either complete or play on or whatever. So for number 5 is Smash Tour from Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Now with Smash Tour, it's basically if Mario Party was basically Mario Party but without all of the with the mini games in it. It will just be Mario characters going around the board, and it's really not that great because there are rarely any battles in the game, and the only times you do get to fight all of the of your friends or any of the CPUs are basically when 2 or more characters bump into each other, and you basically have to fight with the characters that you've got, and you can either lose your characters or win a character, and yeah, it's not really the best mode for Smash Brothers in my opinion, and it just kind of ruins the game a bit. But still, for number 4 is Electric Plankton from, again, the Super Smash Bros. I'm mainly talking about the main battlefield, not its battlefield or its Omega form. I'm just talking about basically how when you're fighting on the stage, you can either you can mainly go on the leaves, and you basically get to see all these I think they're notes that bounce around the stage, and it's really not my particular favourite stage, and it's probably not a great moment in Smash Brothers because it's just one of those moments in which if you fall and you just die and you lose a life or get your friends a point, and it's really a bit of a mess. It's a bunch of mess, and also the green screen, or the background is basically a screen, and you can basically put anything behind it. I think that's the only good bit from the stage. For number 3 is all of the motion control levels from Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now, I really enjoy both Galaxy games, and they are filled with really enjoyable levels, but the motion controls are kind of clunky because you basically have to use the Wii remote and basically kind of tilt it to one side to the other. You had to speed up, slow down, and it would have been a lot better if you can just use the nunchuck, because the levels that you can play with using the motion controls are the Star Ball levels, the Flooded levels, and the Manta Ray levels, and yeah, and you also have to do them twice. In Super Mario Galaxy 1, you have to play them again at Luigi, and in Super Mario Galaxy 2, you have to get the green power stars. And personally, it was slightly better with Luigi because you're not just getting impossible to get stars with the green power stars in Galaxy 2. For number 2 is the Temple of the Ocean King from Phantom Hourglass. Now, the Phantom Hourglass is my personal least favourite Zelda game. It still has some good moments like Linebeck, the Bellum fight, the ghost ship, that's really enjoyable, but the Temple of the Ocean King is just not a really good moment in the game because you have to go back there time and time again, and it gets really repetitive. And even though you do get a warp point halfway through the temple, you're still playing the same levels when you do go to the halfway point, and it's really boring. And plus you've got the time limit of the Phantom Hourglass as well, and it's really not a good moment for me personally in the game. And for number 1 is Akumu's Palace from Persona 5. Now, Akumu's Palace is probably not my favourite palace in the entire game, mainly because a lot of the battles I've played against the shadows are basically just really draining. And I mean that by whenever you're facing like a shadow or a robot, you basically have to use every kind of move you have, and that just drains not only HP but SP, which is spirit points. And it's like, and I swear, after every like 2 to 3 battles, I had to go back to a safe room and just come back the next day because of how much SP and HP I'm losing just in those battles. And the final boss battle you do face against in the palace, you're just basically facing against a bunch of robots, and then in the final phase you're basically facing against a Kumara who barely has any health, and you can basically defeat him in like 1 to 2 turns, and it just it's not good. It's not my favorite palace. It's just very draining in the battles, and yeah, at least with something like the Temple of the Ocean King, you can actually know what you're doing, and yeah, so yeah, that's been my top 5 least favourite moments in video games. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.